real and think about your own life, because you know, in the religious circles, there's this posturing. You know, you got to wear the right outfits, you got to look the right way, you got to act the right way. You got to say the right words. I like calling it Christianese. You know what I mean? You know, how are you, brother? I'm blessed. You know, and you just got out of the car and you were arguing with your wife or your husband. You know, you're screaming at the kids. You're mad they spilled something on the floor. Whatever it is, and you're like, I am so blessed, right? You know what I mean? It's crap. It's just crap, and it's so fake, and it's just so. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just silly, and we do that, right? But that's not even, and I really don't know where we got this stuff except from Satan, who is the accuser, who lies to us, right? That's what he does. He lies to us, and he says, you have to be this way, because we did not get it in the love letter, because the love letter is a crazy book that shows a bunch of knuckleheads and a bunch of goofballs and a bunch of jacked up people that God loved and He chose and He used to change the world. But that's the real gig, right? That's the real gig. The real gig, right? I mean, think about Abraham. I just want to go through a few people, and you can think about this all, and every time you open a love letter, just go, that gal, that guy was so jacked up. Wow, he can use me. I mean, think about Abraham for a minute. Do you know that their kid's name, Sarah, right? When she heard that she was going to get pregnant, she laughed at God. She laughed at God. Not that I've ever done that. But she laughed at God, and they even called their son Laughter. I mean, think about that for a minute. That's, you know, and you hear the stories like it's this, Abraham was such a great man. Let's get real. He was such a lame. When they would go into a certain town, he'd say, honey, you are hot. And check this out. I am really afraid these guys are going to, you know, they're going to kick my butt. They're going to jack me up because you're hot. So just say you're my sister. Yeah. Right? I mean, what a dork, right? And God changed the world because of him. Right? He used him to change the world. David. Say it again. A man after God's own heart. A man after God's own heart because he murdered someone, he committed adultery, he didn't take care of his family when one of his sons raped his daughter, he just kind of ignored it. Well, wait a second. And right now, I can see on some people's eyes, I love it, some of you that have been sitting in some churches, I just hit a religious nerve, and you went, what the heck is... I'm not kidding. I saw it in your eyes. I saw it. You tripped out. I saw it. He was a murderer who messed up his family, who jacked up his kids. Right? He was a mess. He was a mess. And he says, his love endures forever. He was a man after God's own heart. And God used him to change the world. I mean, think about it, because we get these lies about who these people are that God used. He was a jacked up dork. He didn't know how to treat his wives, who were a whole bunch of them. Think about it. I mean, really think about it. Jeremiah's whole ministry, he was like, come on, God. I don't want to do this. They keep beating the crap out of me. They keep throwing me in prison. Come on. I mean, have you ever seen a guy on TV get in front and go, like, it comes on, you know, it's got this big, you know, all the graphics and everything, and he's up there going, let's pray. I don't even know why I'm here. This is God. I want to tell these people, God, can you please get somebody else up here, because I don't want to do this. You guys are going to go into captivity. let's go to his buddies. God tabernacled with us, right? After all of the Israel boom, 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 right? I mean, sometime in the next couple of weeks, read Nehemiah 9. And basically, the whole Hebrew text is about Israel getting blessed by God and then getting caught up with their sin. And then calling out and getting messed up. I mean, it's just like a roller coaster ride. You're going, what is wrong with those people? And then I brush my teeth and I'm going, what is wrong with me? Right? I am Israel. Right?
Come on.
And what does Israel mean? Struggles with God. Right? Because I want to grab a hold and I want to do it all on my self-effort. And I want to be good and I want to posture. And I want you to think I'm all that. What a joke and how stupid. And he's never called us to do that, ever. He never told us to do that. He never asked us to do that. In fact, the guys that did that, he goes, you guys are a bunch of snake and vipers and punks and lames. Right? Am I right? And the hookers and the tax collectors and the sinners. I don't mean to get personal. We're his friends.
Right. Amen.
And he chowed down with them and he hung out with them. Take Peter. Rocky. That's it, Rocky. That's what his name was, Rocky. I'm gonna call you Rock, right? That guy, 1 minute he's on the peak going, I will follow you, we'll take the gates of hell, Jesus. And Jesus goes, I'm gonna die and they're gonna beat me and they're gonna scourge me and I'm gonna rise again. He goes, no, you're not. And he didn't even look at him, he just turns around, like Peter's over here, he just turns around and he goes, get behind me, Satan, the accuser.
Yeah.
And then he says, right, and all these other dudes, Jesus, I mean, check it out. And I've done this, so I really get Peter. He goes, Jesus, these other dudes that are with us, because, you and I are tight. I know when it gets hard, they're going to fall away. Right? But Jesus, I'm going to be there for you, bro.
Bro.
I'm solid. I don't know that dude. And what's the Bible say? It says for the third time? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's what the love letter says. I'm just gonna keep it real, right?
Yeah.
He cursed. He's like, get away. I mean, he was like trying to be all, I don't even know. What are you talking about, right? And he's cursing at him. And then, they all ran. Think about for a minute, the creator of the universe, beauty himself, comes and he lives with them and he's explaining what love is. He's explaining redemption. He's explaining what sets us free. His voice, he's saying, look guys, and you can probably see him talking to them with a moist eye and a concern because he knows the gig. He knows what the get down is. He knows what's going to happen, and he says to the guys, look, I'm gonna be going back to Jerusalem. And when I go, they're going to mock me, they're going to insult me, they're going to scourge me, they're going to crucify and kill me. And I mean, he's suffering, right? He knows what's up. He knows all the prophecy about him. He's God. He knows what's going to happen. And they go, could I sit on your right and left, dude? What I would like is like a gold cap that... Isn't that what happened? They didn't get it, right? They were knuckleheads. And then he dies, rises again, and they still don't get it.